it's not connected.
मेरा इससे कर Yamna, do you have the link I sent on your email for the live? Maybe there you can see better because the screen sucks. It's still like something better than nothing.
Person they would share it there and I was like, wait, no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Is it coming?
It's not.
Do you need permission to join?
Oh no, but it's like we're waiting for it.
Yes.
Okay.
Stepmother and some of my family, and we're going to.
Okay. So I think we can start. Inshallah.
Oh my god.
I think let's start.
My daughter-in-law.
I don't know if people can hear me and on YouTube or not. I don't know. Looks like it's working, but yeah.
Are you going to disconnect it to the library? I think it's
Oh,
1 minute.
I think it's not needed. They said it's fine.
Strawberry blonde hair, sharp blue eyes.
Oh, I got your message now.
He's 6'4". And he's like
Yeah, just like this thing.
He sent you again. It's a Zaid Basser.
No, it's not mine.
You got it? Sure? Okay. Okay, she's trying to arrange a better screen on the laptop. So guys, can we start now? What do you think? Yeah, so we finish on time because we have the room till 2. Yeah, we have the room. Yeah, we have the room till 2 p.m. You need a paper? Oh, I do have a pen. Maybe, Yumna, do you have a pen?
I usually have it, but we actually do right here.
Yeah, okay.
How many is it?
25.
25?
Yeah.
Only us. Oh my
Yeah, because they probably, some people registered from US and Qatar, so they would be watching online. Yeah.
Wait, so there's a live stream now?
Yeah, it's
they'll be
live.
watching
You
on-
guys are live
They'll be
on
watching
YouTube. No. It's just the screen. So they can't even see me. They can only see the
But can they hear
presentation.
me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Hey guys!
We have Motaz.
Hi!
Our next Imam to be, inshallah.
Please comment on the live stream where you're from.
Yeah, do comment on the live stream. Where are you from? So, okay.
Wait, is it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. I'll send you the link. Don't worry. Yeah. Okay. So, I am sure that you guys are here because you have that problems.
No wonder you have a
No.
mic that big.
No. No, we're just here to chill.
It's just coincidence that I have so many issues, like a magazine.
Oh my god, like a magazine. Wow. So, first we're gonna look at the anatomy. I know a lot of people when they registered, they said they don't have a background of biology. So, it's just the whole gut. Some people think it's only the stomach, but stomach is not only the gut. You can have a more, please. So the stomach is not just a gut. It is actually the whole. Can you record here so if somebody asks? We'll just give them this video. It hasn't.
It says waiting.
It's
for
very
the-
slow. I did. I have started. Just put it here and just we will record it. Okay. There's so many issues. Crazy. Next time I'm gonna do it at my home. It's easier. Yeah. Yeah. In my basement. It's darker and then you can have a better view. Yeah.
Do you have a projector?
Yeah. But look at the quality here because of
Yesterday we were watching when it was dark, so it was nice.
When it's gonna, usually like it's dark because of the cloud. So if it's gonna rain, it won't.
yeah. If it rains, then I need to turn it on.
So you have to like
rent this place? Or
No, it's for free.
Just like book it.
can we move to the next one? Maybe?
They're not offering that room. I mean, because they said it's for the library,
Okay, this is not a library.
for their own personal programs or something. So, yeah, we'll manage.
This one will-
Anyways, is it okay now? Yeah. Step to you.
Wait, which speaker, like which microphone is that connected to?
This one.
So like, no, which,
And for the YouTube, it's this one.
wait, but they can still hear you.
I hope so. I don't know. I'm gonna get to know when I go home.
No, but I mean like, is the microphone connected to like a speaker in here?
No, it's this one's connected to the live stream because you guys can hear it already.
Yeah,
So
I think
then-
we're already late because we have the room up till 12. Okay, let's start, guys. So the gut is actually the whole thing, starting from the mouth all the way to the rectum. It's the gut. It includes, you can see here, it includes the stomach, the esophagus, the small intestine, and the large intestine. So around like the small intestine is 20 feet long, and the large intestine is 5 feet, and they have different functions. So the stomach is the one which basically digests majority of the food. It just churns it, but digestion starts in the mouth. The moment we put the food in the mouth, all the carbohydrates, the enzymes, the saliva, it starts working on it. And most of the times, the simple starches, they get digested. And when the bolus is going down in the stomach makes sure that it tries to digest complex carbohydrates. But the main part occurs in the small intestine, which is absorption. And absorption is such an important role because if the nutrients are not absorbed, useless. It's pointless. Whatever we're eating, it's just we are defecating it. It's going out of our body. It's not getting absorbed. I'm going to walk you through the whole pathway, how on a molecular level we see digestion, what really happens. So the gut has a role of digesting food, absorbing nutrients, protecting us from harmful germs. And then one of the key factors is the length. You know, when those people who have curly hair, when they straighten them, straight hair is longer than the curly, right? So the gut is very much curled, and when you straighten it, it's pretty long. Why do you think why is the gut so long? That's the question here. Like, why do you think the gut is so long?
So it absorbs as much as...
Exactly. So that the surface area, when it is long, it will absorb more. And now we will go deeper and deeper. So I want you to imagine, like just, we will be somewhere cutting out the organs like longitudinally, transversely, and then you will go inside and see how it looks. So these are some of the layers of the stomach. They're very much like different kinds of layers, but for you, the most important is the most inner layer. Because this is where the enzymes are released, the mucus is made, the hormones are released, the bacteria live and flourish. If this layer is damaged, the gut cannot produce hydrochloric acid, it cannot produce enzymes, it cannot produce hormones, the healthy bacteria cannot survive there. And when we don't have healthy bacteria, there's no connection with the brain. It's like a city which is chaotic, and we will see further. So this HCl, it's just an acid. It's an acid, hydrochloric acid. Yeah, it actually, an acid tries to protect you from bad germs, so it kills the bad bacteria. And it also has a lot of other enzymes which it produces to digest carbohydrates, proteins, and fat. Well, fat is not digested here. Fat is digested in the small intestine, because for the digestion of fat, you need bile. Yumna, do you know where bile comes out from?
Bowel?
Bile.
Bile, I forget.
I think it's close to the liver.
Exactly. The gallbladder, yes.
Have you ever done any canning, like good jams, jellies, fruits, veggies?
Not really, but yeah, generally. Yeah.
So the high acidic foods are actually far easier to can and preserve than the low acidic foods. The low acidic foods like tomatoes, meat, and that are far more dangerous to
Do it.
because so the higher the acid content, the easier it is to preserve them.
Yeah. Because you know, some of the bacteria and enzymes, they work in acidic environment, and some of them work in a neutral environment, some of them work in basic environment. So our mouth is neutral, but by the time we go down in this pouch, which is our stomach, it's acidic. And acidic, you can imagine like people burn from acid, right? But this is very little, 2.1. It's not very one near to 0. But what happens in the stomach, that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept it like in a pouch, protected. Because if there's an opening, anything physically, if the acid tries to come up, you feel heartburn. That's the acid reflux, when people feel heartburn. So it is supposed to stay in the stomach. And we will see what conditions could be there, which, make...
And so how can it differentiate between the good bacteria and the bad?
Very good question. It's going to come. Okay? It's a very good question, and that's the immune system. That's an amazing question. So this is where we will go deep and deep. Now what I've done is like I've shown you the large intestine, the small intestine, and then we're focusing more into the layer. So the inner layer of the intestine looks like this. It has projectile villi, finger-like villi. They're called villi. And these villi have spaces between them. Okay? And then when we go further deeper into one, just focus on one of the villi. It's the longitudinally cut section. So you see now I'm going to focus on one villi only. And it's not this big. It's just maybe a 1 centimeter, even less than that. It has cells on it. On the surface, there are cells. And those are micrometer long, like teeny, tiny cells. And now what I'm doing in the next slide, I'm focusing on just this little portion here, just this little portion. So when we will go deeper in, this is how it looks like. Can you see the cells, how intact they are? Mm-hmm. There is no gap, and there are different kinds of cells, because some of the cells are producing this mucus. This is the lumen. Lumen is just the inside. That's the lumen of the pipe. Imagine now like we're in the pipe and we're looking at the layer around it, and the layer is like a finger-like projections, like villi. And now we're looking at one tiny part of the villi, its surface. So it's filled with enterocytes. Entero, you can like imagine enter, from the word enter. They're the ones who decide which bacteria will enter, stay here, which nutrient will enter, because the next layer is bloodstream. The next layer within, if you see here in here, so this is your layer. The next is blood. And when the nutrients, they suck into the blood, they go to the tissues where it's needed. The blood takes them anywhere where the nutrients, zinc, minerals, good vitamins, whatever is needed. And then the most important part is that these cells are like so many different kinds of cells. Some produce gastric, like hydrochloric acid. Some produce mucus. The goblet cells, they're responsible for producing this mucus. The more mucousy and slimy this layer is, the more easier it is for the bacteria to survive and multiply and repopulate, develop their colonies, give more babies. And then, can you see, if you can see these hairs, they're like projections on one cell. There are around 1,000 bristles, and these are called microvilli. So they have to be super healthy. They're like, when you have good hair, shampooed, and they're, this is the place where the bacteria live. They populate themselves. These cells decide
The good bacteria or the bad?
the good bacteria, and bad bacteria can, this is in a normal person, the bad bacteria cannot even cross the mucus. They just stay here, then they are defecated from feces. So they go directly into the rectum, and they defecate out. So they
Because they don't belong there, right?
they don't belong there. Yeah, they're gonna disrupt the whole mucus layer. And see here, can you see these tiny things come dropping down? So these cells decide if they should pass. Glucose should transport, sodium should transport, the amino acids should go in or not, potassium should go in or not. And when they enter, they go into the bloodstream. And from the bloodstream, they go to the rest of the whole body, brain, kidneys, limbs. This is so important.
Last year, when my body tried to flush all potassium from my system,
Yeah.
what would have happened?
Last year, what happened? Your calcium was?
No, all the potassium out of my head. My
Oh.
body literally tried to flush all the potassium. I
Okay.
had, they said, about 2% potassium.
Oh, yeah, it could be the sodium and potassium exchange, because the transporter cells, they decide if they keep in sodium, they excrete potassium. So it could be that exchange. You might have more potassium and less, or if it was both were depleted, were they both sodium?
My sodium was low also.
Okay.
But I had almost, and the irony was, I had a potassium-rich diet, and still my body tried to do it.
Yeah, it could be the leaky gut wasn't absorbing anything.
And then
Yeah.
they
So
tried
was
to
it
put me on
only
they
about
tried to put me on a medication to control it. My body rejected the
Okay.
medication. And so you know what solved
Yeah,
it?
Fatma, I will take your questions, because it could be many other things. Like I will cover SIBO, H. pylori, everything. Do you have any sort of those infections? H. pylori or no? Okay. I will come to you, don't worry. Because we don't have time, I have to leave the room. So now we're looking into these are pipes, right? These are pipes. So we took a pipe, we cut it in transversely, and then we're looking inside. So inside, these are all the enterocytes. They are tightly packed together. And this is a red ribbon. Unfortunately, you can't see, but here, can you see they're friends. The cells are tightly together. They're holding hands, and they're we're not going to allow anybody cross. Any trader, any foreign material, any undigested proteins, bacteria, toxins, heavy metals, we're not going to let them go in. And not going to let them go into the bloodstream. But here, they're not friends.
What happened when they separated?
Awesome question. What happened is because they are binded by collagen. Lack of collagen. And then these cells are made of amino acids. They have actin and myosin, which is simple proteins. They're made of amino acids. If you're not having enough amino acids, the cells will deplete. What happens when a bodybuilder, he's bodybuilding, but he's not having enough proteins. His muscles are going to tear up. So, yeah.
Is that the intestine?
Yes.
But I thought it's hollow, is it?
It's all, basically. Even the stomach.
It's hollow, but then what's that yellow? It almost.
Oh,
looks
the
like
yellow part is just where the food resides, and it's a lumen. Lumen is just a hollow place inside.
So it
and
is
now
hollow. It just looks.
It's not hollow. It has actually food, bacteria, toxins, fiber, whatever you put in your mouth. It all comes here. And it keeps on absorbing. So we're looking at one cell here. Yeah, I'm focusing. I just took a part of this mucous membrane and I opened it up here. So imagine your cells are going into the deeper, microscopic level.
So the protein that you recommended to make them strong,
Yeah.
What was that? Like beef?
Amino acids, all of them, lysine, glutamine, all of them, all the proteins have them. Some people like to drink protein shakes. Some people like to make meat broth. Meat broth is full of collagen. And protein shake, when you're making the broth, if you put a little apple cider vinegar, it helps the bones chelate out the collagen from the bones, and then you don't need to go anywhere and buy anything. Just make your own broth. Make your stock. Yeah, it has collagen, it has amino acids. That's it. Look at this. This is so interesting. So we have 3 kinds of cities here. This city, these are all the good people, all the good bacteria. They're doing their work. This is the mucus layer, which you see it's getting thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner. So this city is functioning absolutely perfect. This is in harmony, and it's called symbiosis. Symbiosis means when you live with other microorganisms or other creatures in harmony. And here it shows the bad bacteria, the undigested food, they're kicked out. They don't even let them in. The cells are friends with each other. Collagen is keeping them intact, and nothing goes in the bloodstream. So the immune system is calm. Now here GALT stands for gut-associated lymphoid tissue. And it is the biggest, the largest immune system which runs through the whole gut lining, like starting from the mouth all the way till anus. And these cells are responsible for basically when your gut issues turn into autoimmune, Hashimoto's, leaky gut, IBS, Crohn's disease. These are the cells responsible for it. When there's any autoimmune disease and you have a leaky gut issue, it basically turns into that because of them. So we have to keep them calm. And when we have babies and they're picking up, dirt and chewing it, that's naturally they get immune. Then naturally when the dirt comes here, the cells kind of train themselves. Oh, these are dirt particles. We know we don't need them. They kick them out in the feces. Nothing goes in. But what happens when some of the cells, they stop functioning, like this here, doesn't even have a collagen. And then the bad bacteria start entering through into the bloodstream. These are undigested proteins. And now the whole pro-inflammatory cytokines, they get activated. Now the body's on alert. Invaders, invaders, invaders. And then worst part is that if you still survive on sugar, processed foods, and unclean water, tap water, and you're constantly doing that, you're not aware of it, caffeine, histamine releasing foods, it turns into a worse kind of a city, which is full of robbers, and it's a chaotic city. So here, all the bacteria, they are entering through. There's no harmony between them. You see like food particles, toxins, bacteria, and then the whole, you can say the security bodyguards are on high alert. It's like in a war state. So this...
those small dots, what do they mean? That's the
Yes,
bacteria, like,
yes. So now did you get the answer how they differentiate what cells need to go in, what not? And here, the good bacteria, they can only survive if you have a good, thick mucus. They love that. They stick to it. They reproduce. They get their nutrition from it. And they produce enzymes and vitamins for you. And latest research says that the psychobiotics, or there are bacteria which produce serotonin. So you're getting a happy neurotransmitter for free, right? But the worst kind of advice I've ever seen people giving each other, sometimes even health practitioners, they would not know if your gut is it intact or it's leaky. They will just say, oh, take probiotics. Start eating fermented foods.
That's my next question. So the
Don't.
probiotic is not actually making that
No, it's not.
No.
The probiotic is not responsible for keeping the enterocytes, the mucus lining intact. They only live there. Like if you have a garden, if you have a good soil, this is the good soil. This will grow good grass. Then you have insects coming and living on. But if there's no grass, no soil, no fertilizer, you will just have weeds and random things which would just come and go and they can't even colonize there properly. Never take probiotics unless and until you are sure that your intestinal lining, not only intestinal, the whole gut lining is properly healed and intact.
Okay, how can you heal it? And
Perfect.
And you don't have that.
Yeah, we will come there, yeah. So I wanted to go through a little H. pylori because a lot of people are suffering from H. pylori. And then they face issues like belching and, constant gases and bloating. H. pylori is an opportunistic bacteria. It would just go and attack all the cells, especially the gastric cells, the stomach cells, which produce somatostatin. Now, what is somatostatin? These are two hormones which you should know. Somatostatin and gastrin, they balance the gastric acid. When you eat food, gastrin is released, which helps produce acid. You need acid to digest food, to churn it, break it into smaller particles. But when the food is digested, now the stomach has passed it to small intestine. Now you need to stop the production of that acid because it's going to burn you. So stop. Which hormone stops it? Somatostatin.
Sorry?
Somatostatin, this one. Sorry, you can't see it. It's not so clear.
So the H. pylori.
Statin means stop.
So this is the hormone.
These are two big hormones in the stomach. Just remember, one is responsible for releasing acid when you eat food, and the other one is responsible for stopping the acid. What H. pylori does, it kills the cell which are responsible for stopping the production of acid.
It kills.
Those hormones which stop there's a switch button, right? And H. pylori keeps the button on. So your body keeps on producing acid and acid and acid, even though there's no food. Even though there's no food to digest, it's producing acid.
Okay, and if it's off?
It's off good. If it's off,
What makes it off then?
food and H. pylori. Is it confusing? It's a little
It is
confusing.
confusing.
Okay, because I never wanted to go inside how they balance each other. All you can, in simple words, is remember, when we see food, when we smell food, our mouth starts watering, and automatically all the enzymes start secreting. Our body even senses if we're eating proteins, if we're drinking tea, or what kind of enzymes we need now, because there are different enzymes to digest proteins, different enzymes to digest carbohydrates, different enzymes to digest fat. And our body is very smart. It knows, even when we eat a piece of bread, our mouth is, it gives that sweet flavor because the starches, they start dissolving in the mouth. So when it comes to, Bismillah. Motas, can you fix it? I'm sorry for the library's furniture and TV and nothing works here. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, Fatima.
I'm awake.
Okay, she's fine. So, oh my gosh. Okay, the H. pylori attacked us. It was like the H. pylori attack. This is exactly like in long term, slowly the H. pylori kills all the cells of the body. So it goes and it works on the cells. That's it. In easy words, you will stop producing mucus, you will stop producing acid, and you will stop producing in repercussions are you will stop producing enzymes, stop producing vitamins, and what's gonna happen?
Of course,
You can't digest food. No nutrients to absorb. Constantly gassy. And when H. pylori is there, all the bad bacteria come and join in. And what do bacteria do? They ferment. And when they ferment and they produce gas. And that's why people become gassy.
So is it because of this hormone?
Yeah, it's all of it. I'm not going in the details because it's so interconnected. I don't want to confuse
I need
you.
to understand it actually. So you said this is the hormone that's responsible for producing acids. Right?
Yes.
And if it keeps doing just produce acid, your tummy is eventually the cells is going to be killed. Right?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
what makes it stop then?
Number one is getting rid of H. pylori and the bad
How can
bacteria.
you get rid of it?
There are protocols you can do, like manuka honey, manuka essential oils. You do a lot of other things. I'll show you some of the things I've displayed here. They will come. But like I said, for example, look, lactose is broken down by lactase enzyme. So if you don't have lactase, you won't be able to break down milk. Milk is full of lactose. Lactose is milk sugar. And if you won't be able to break down lactose, the symptoms are almost the same. Gas, bloating, pain, gas, diarrhea, bloating, gas, diarrhea. So
with cow's milk, I can't
Motaz.
consume cow's milk, but
Yeah.
goat's milk
Are
is
you?
fine. Because
yeah.
goat's milk is
Has
closer
less-
to human milk than
Okay,
cow's milk.
so it might have less lactose, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, people have different immune reactions. Like some people, when you eat a lot of fruit has fructose. So that needs special transportation remember the cells transporting, deciding which nutrients are going in. Because these are molecules. So you're thinking at a molecular level and a cellular level. So fructose, glucose, imagine all the amino acids, fats, so many, because the starches break down into sugars, so many sugars. And if they're not broken down, they're not absorbed, they're sitting in the lumen, they're sitting inside here, fermenting, rotting basically. And I was taught in my last module of naturopathy diploma, they did a research on the deli meats, like how we eat sausages and salami and those processed meats. They can sit in your intestine for like 15 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Seriously? Like,
Seriously.
Even if you have like
If I find that article, I should share it.
even if you have like good gut, you still have.
Yeah. I mean, they probably examined some of the guts, lining or what, and they saw that there was meat fermentation, there was so many things going on because of the bristles. I showed you the bristles, if you remember.
Yeah.
Sorry, so these are the bristles, right?
Yeah.
And then the food was right here, sitting here. Why? Because there's no mucus layer.
Oh my God.
There's no mucus layer. There are no good bacteria. The bacteria are not producing enzymes to digest the food. The bacteria produce enzymes. Even the cells, they are responsible for transportation of those digested food, the nutrients, the fructose, potassium, zinc, all of the B vitamins, so many things we need, amino acids, whatever, fat, good fat, bad fat. So yeah, it's really interesting. So
And I've noticed like they're even shrimp, like they're very tiny. Like if you go back to those.
yeah, sorry, these ones.
You see the healthy ones, like very big and
Yeah,
fatty,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
once you get to that,
And can
they're
you
so
see,
tiny.
these don't even have a nucleus. So they're dysfunctional. If a cell doesn't have a nucleus, it will not make any proteins. And if it will not make any proteins, the proteins are responsible for transporting the nutrients through. So it won't be transporting anything.
So how would
The
this
senses.
affect like the mitochondria?
Exactly, yeah. It's out, dead. No energy, no ATP production, no RNA, no protein production. Because if the cells will not make proteins, the proteins are made by the cell, which go and sit up and they decide which nutrients will pass. These proteins decide, and they can recognize, they have a check and balance, that these will go, no, this will not go, this will go, no, this will not go, But here, there's no check and balance. Everything is going through because they're pores. This is why people get flare-ups when they eat food and it crosses the lining, goes into the bloodstream, and you're like, you've got invaders, they're robbers, flare-up, allergies, skin issues, thyroid issues, hair fall, I mean, you name it, everything.
And food gets stuck in
Yeah.
between, right?
And we don't need food particles. We need nutrients. We need good nutrients which absorb well, with good absorption. So this is why I talk a lot about absorption whenever somebody comes to me. I say, work on your absorption, work on your gut, work on the gut. Now, there are some things which we cannot help because a person might have a hiatal hernia. You know, that's just a bulging of the esophagus up on the diaphragm. And this is something physiological. We can't do anything, but I hope the gastroenterologists are now able to cut it out or surgically operate it. I'm not sure. I don't know how do we deal with this in herbal medicine and alternate medicine, but yes, we can do a lot of things, some things to keep the acid down, because that's one thing when the acid will go up, and in some of the babies, they're born like this. Yeah, so when they need to wait until they can operate them, and then here you see like a lot of acid is going up, so this gives an acid burn. And some of the times, like we study, there's lack of bile flow, lack of pancreatic enzymes. Everything is interrelated. So you have to be very clever to study yourself. What could be the right reason? Ultrasound will tell us about our structure, if it's perfect or not, and some other tests. Yeah, okay. So these are the things what you can do on your level. Avoid sugar, avoid foods, try avoiding medications which can disrupt like antibiotics. They just disrupt bacteria, good bacteria, and when you're on a longer duration on an antibiotic, they can disrupt your gut lining too. Yeah, that's why they sometimes give probiotics along with antibiotics. I don't know how that works because antibiotics even kill probiotics. They even kill the good bacteria.
But then, what do you do? Like, sometimes there's no choice. It's dangerous if you don't take it.
There are lots of choices. Unfortunately, the doctors don't know, but there are lots of choices which you can naturally kill your bacteria. Like H. pylori, there's one thing we do from aromatherapy. We take a food-grade Manuka essential oil, and then we blend it in certain ratio with Manuka honey. And Manuka honey with plus 15 UMF. So it works as a natural antibiotic. It will not kill off your good bacteria. There are lots of things you can do, like lots of things. And then the number one thing you guys can do is doing these, like avoiding too much sugar, because the bad bacteria, they feed on sugar. They produce more gas. They multiply when they get sugar. Stress can also be the same, the physical stress, like we saw the gut lining when it was deteriorating, that's physical stress. Or other kind of stresses. I don't know how mental stress can harm your gut lining, but I do know the other way around, how not good gut lining can harm your mental health. So it could be like both ways, but I don't know. Hydration, drinking non-fluorine water, clean water, not the tap water.
There are studies that show that what we're thinking can affect the gut, and the gut can affect the thinking.
The butterfly
It's
feeling.
just constant. It can become a vicious cycle.
Yes, if you're constantly anxious, agitated, then imagine what's gonna happen. Like when I was preparing for the talk, and I was like, "Oh my God, the TV's not working. This is not working," and I could feel like something. Yeah, but don't stay in that longer. That could be dangerous. So keeping a strong mucus layer, like this green thing, the strong mucus layer, it's a really good idea. Good nutrition with lots of proteins and omegas and vitamin D, A, friendly microbes. But friendly microbes only come when the gut lining is intact. Please don't introduce them before, because they might just go into the bloodstream. When your gut lining is not intact, don't eat probiotics. Avoid histaminic vegetables. Avoid probiotics. Yeah, I know. So this is one of my protocol. Like what I like to do, this is my approach. Number one is reduce histaminic foods. There are some foods which produce histamine. So histamine is, how when you get allergic reactions and you start scratching, like if you have cat allergy or pollen allergy. Somatostatin, what we studied, it inhibits histamine inside the stomach. Histamine is just nothing. It's something which will flare you up and give you itchiness and make your skin red and, start the whole inflammatory reaction. Inflammatory reaction is nothing. It will just put your body in an alarm. Like, ding, 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 ding. But somatostatin is responsible to bring down that alarm system. Now, when you have bad bacteria, H. pylori, you don't have somatostatin. There are no regulatory functions going on. There's nothing. Everything. It's a chaotic city. Anybody can come, do anything. People are robbing, They're coming in and out of the fence. There's no check and balance. There are no bodyguards. So histaminic foods, there are certain foods like aged cheese, kombucha, kefir, sauerkraut. They're rich in probiotics. Bananas, spinach, tomatoes, pineapples. They are rich in histamine. Histamine is not bad for us. For a normal person, I can eat anything. But for anybody with a leaky gut, who has gut issues, control, because you don't want histaminic foods to flare up the whole cytokine reaction. You don't want the security guards up. You don't want alarms. You're working on the enterocytes. You're working on the mucus layer. You're working on those villi to keep them intact. You're right. So don't introduce histaminic foods. Don't introduce probiotics. Just stop. The first step is to stop the histamine levels.
So it's not
bananas.
Yeah.
I love bananas, but
I think ripe bananas don't have much histamine. It's just the unripe ones. Yeah.
I have become a mucus factory.
Oh, when you eat bananas. See, this is
Like
why.
this whole thing,
Yeah.
like my sinuses, this whole area, like.
Yeah, it could be histamine. So it means your histamine.
But apples, tomatoes, that whole lot,
That is-
I'm fine.
Yeah.
No
So
problem.
every
But
person
it's-
has different kinds of foods, and that's why they say keep a food diary. It could be anything you're allergic to. Sometimes when it's nothing, it's just glyphosate. Glyphosate, you guys know, the pesticidal spray, and other things we might react to. So wash your vegetables properly, like with vinegar or baking soda. Yeah, those kind of practices are really good. And then the things which, like when we have a cat allergy, we eat Allegra or something like antihistamine. But in the alternate medicine, we do quercetin, we do butterbur, boswellia, licorice. So many things you can do to bring down your histamine levels inside the gut. Not talking about outside. Not just licorice. It just brings down the cytokines, the cells which were bringing an inflammatory reaction. These cells, these red tiny dots, it brings them down. So they stop releasing histamine.
I think she's talking about the plant, not the stuff you go and buy at the store.
Yeah, I'm talking about the herbs. So the herbs like quercetin, butterbur. I will give you this presentation. Don't worry, you will have all the names. There are so many like herbs. You can search them. Herbs which reduce histamine inside the gut. There are so many. Sometimes I just love taking quercetin because in spring you get a lot of pollen. So sometimes I get itchy and I just take quercetin. It helps me. I don't need Allegra. I don't need antihistamines, and it's just natural. Yeah, it's so natural. I think so. Yeah, I think. Yeah, because I always see in the spring I get very itchy. But I know I am allergic to dust, so I don't know what it is. Dust or... Because when the snow settles down, then you have more wind and dust and everything comes in. Yeah. And I like opening my windows, so... Yeah. So the second step is working on the intestinal barrier healing. Like all the gut cells, they should be lined properly intact. Here, meat broth helps a lot. Meat broth has collagen amino acids. Omegas help. Marshmallow root, slippery elm. These are just names, some of fancy names. Maybe you've not heard them before, but it's not marshmallows we get in the market. It's marshmallow root. Yeah. Don't worry, man. I'll send it to you. Don't worry about the names. It's called the GAPS diet, basically GAPS diet. So GAP is gut and psychology syndrome. Fatima knows that. Amazing. So number 3 is nourish the intestinal lining. Now we're going to go back on the same lining where we saw the mucus, the good bacteria. We need to nourish these. We need to nourish these. And how are we going to nourish them? If they are intact, with bone broth, meat broth, collagen, this mucus will start producing itself from the cells. And then we introduce prebiotics. I know you guys are a little saturated right now, but just hang on. We're almost done. We introduce what are prebiotics? Prebiotics are fibers, cruciferous vegetables. They're a lot of other things which basically go and they're tiny, they make, imagine like a tiny grass on which now the probiotics will come and colonize and make their colonies. So those prebiotics, they have some fancy names. I don't want to go into the names, but they're, arabinogalactin and stuff. But even the cruciferous vegetables, the green leafy vegetables, all of they work as prebiotics. Once they go settle in the gut lining, prebiotics are there. Now, layer by layer, you're preparing your gut. You prepared the cells first. Then cells started producing mucus. Now you introduce prebiotics, the fiber. Now you will put in probiotics. So you first make the house for them to come and live. If there's no house, where are they going to live? They cannot give babies. They cannot reproduce. So the next step is introducing probiotics, synbiotics. Synbiotics are nothing. They're just, it's a fancy name for when you purchase probiotics and prebiotics in one packet. I don't like that. I like doing the natural way. I like eating cruciferous vegetables, which is prebiotics, and then introducing fermented foods, because fermented foods are rich in probiotics. You don't have to buy over-the-counter probiotics. You have sauerkraut, kimchi, pickles, kombucha. They're all rich in probiotics and good probiotics. So just start drinking that because how will you get to know, am I ready to drink them? Am I ready or not? So for 40 days, you survive on meat broth. You take big cups and mugs of meat broth, and don't cheat. Don't go for white sugar, processed food. Just meat broth, simple carbs, rice, whatever you can tolerate, whatever fruits you like. 40 days, 40 days straight. 40 days straight. Let the gut regenerate itself. Let it refurbish all the things. So it's called a complete gut reset. So you go on meat broth, and then slowly when you see there's no more burping, the symptoms are going down, there's no more bloating, no gases, no diarrhea or constipation, then you introduce prebiotics. Your cruciferous vegetables, your green leafy vegetables, the husk, they're nice. And you will get so many other names on the internet, don't worry. So you stay on prebiotics for 15 days. Now you've created the grass on which now your good bacteria will come and start living and repopulating. And after 15 days, so 40 plus 15, now after 15 days, you introduce your fermented foods. You introduce slowly one histaminic food, banana, one day. See the reaction. How did you react to it? No? Okay, you're good now. Second day, tomatoes. Third day, pineapples. Fourth day, spinach. Whatever you want to eat now, start introducing slowly and see the reaction.
Can you actually survive without those?
Yeah, you can. Because you know what?
I don't think my son will like that. I want me and my son to go with
What I used to do for my children, I would boil their pasta in meat broth. I would boil their rice in meat broth. And you can eat meat. Of course you can eat meat. Yeah.
Then you live in a culture of meat broth forever.
I mean, we have this amazing, you guys are yummy. So yummy, what is the dish which has zarbiyan? Zarbiyan is like broth and meat and rice. We have pulao. Amazing. I mean, you can be creative, right? You can be creative.
I found out about resistant starch by cooking my rice or pasta the day before, letting it go cold in the fridge, and then reheating it in whatever you're going to cook it in the next day. That my body was better able to
Absorb it?
absorb it.
Okay.
The pasta, rice, it turns it from
The starch.
to resistant starch, which your body can better.
Yeah, I heard about that information.
Yeah. And soaking also. I think soaking is amazing.
And
Soaking.
also, I hate to tell you, this is coming from the Italian, but you all overcook the pasta.
Yeah.
It's al dente, to the tube,
Yeah, we don't
not the soft mushy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've been to too many potlucks where it's like
Are you telling
A mushy pasta.
That's right.
like as in Italian.
You know how
Italian,
Japanese,
like, I will
they
make my
boil
own
their
pasta.
rice. Yeah, and Japanese, they exactly know how much quantity of water you need to put in there in your rice. And they laugh at us Asians, like we put a lot of water, we wait for the rice to get tender, and then we sieve the water out, and they're like, no, wrong way of boiling rice. Like a rice cooker, you exactly put the exact ml,
Yeah.
how much cups of water. So yeah,
And that's
makes
not-
sense.
That's not a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Oh.
But a good practice, cooking practice, is soaking. Because when you soak, there is an ingredient which is anti-nutrient. It kind of deactivates. And now imagine like a bean. Okay, a bean. We're soaking beans. This bean seed is now soaked in water, and it tries to rupture its cell, its outer shell, and it feels like it's spring. I'm about to germinate. Start releasing my nutrients. Release vitamin B12. Activate all the vitamins. Activate the minerals. I'm about to get, maybe turn into a fruit or something. So when you give your food this power, this energy, which is like a spring energy, it gives you all the nutrients, all the minerals readily there for you to just absorb them.
But then the soaking water, do you use that or you throw it?
I throw it, but people do use it. You can use it. There's no harm in it.
No, because
Yeah.
it causes something.
No. So I have a couple of Japanese friends. They will wash their rice until the water comes clear. Then they will soak it overnight, but they put more water than what they need.
Yeah.
And then they cook it in the leftover water.
Oh.
The leftover water they save, and they turn into a therapy.
Oh, yeah,
Because the rice water will get rid of all the garbage from all the shampoos and that we use.
I didn't hear you.
I
I'm sorry.
absolutely saw that.
Okay,
Yeah.
what is it, Motas? Can you explain?
The leftover rice
the leftover
water.
Yeah.
rice, when they wash the rice,
Yeah.
so they keep that water and they
Well-
soak it in their hair. It's like good.
Wow.
For their hair.
It gets rid
Washes
of,
out the dirt and
Ah.
so they've washed.
Like a
washed
starch.
the rice, and then they put fresh water to soak it overnight, but they put more water than what they use for cooking the rice, and that extra water gets used as a hair rinse.
And also-
And it gets rid of all the buildup from all the shampoos and conditioners. that
Silica,
they
yeah,
use.
sulfates, yeah.
And I heard it also like it's good for like if you want to grow your hair, and it's also good
Yeah.
for lights too.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Yeah.
starch, because we use starch water for the cotton clothes when we want it like straightly ironed. So we first put them and dip in them in starch water and
I
then.
was thinking that's we had to start our uniform.
Yeah.
But the rice is different than the bean, though, right? But the bean water is not.
Why I soak my rice? That's a good question, because I think they have a lot of pesticidal spray on. Yeah.
So rice also naturally gathers.
Can you put this on the screen?
Yes.
But
Yes.
it's natural arsenic. But when you rinse it, it gets rid of 40 to 60% of the arsenic out of the rice. That's why you wash it until the water's clear.
Okay, Bayina prepared a Kahoot for you guys, and whoever wins the Kahoot gets a free book.
I'm gonna win this. I promise.
So yeah, we are done here.
So,
Yeah, she made it for me.
From
So
her
thank you
slides.
guys. That's just me cycling. And these are a couple of protocols. The pictures are not showing up, but anyway, the book is right here for $10. I think it's a good price because on Amazon it's for $30, and this is from my price. So it's good if you get it.
so
And the
on your
Kahoot.
device, just enter kahoot.it on YouTube, and then, on Google, and it'll automatically bring you to, so, on
You want to
Google.
see yourself?
My phone isn't.
You can use my hotspot.
No, I have a WhatsApp.
Yeah, I created for your mom.
Huh?
Created for her.
It's my phone.
Oh my god, okay.
I bring my phone. You see, he takes my phone and.
Motas, if you read my book, if you win, you're gonna read my book. Yeah, and tell me how did you? Yeah.
Very
Where's it on dot
interactive.
Kahoot.it.
Yeah, last year we did Muslim Heritage Day, a couple of programs for children. He was there. He did a good speech.
And then that,
Really
hold that
good.
pin right there, enter it.
What's that?
Enter
When
that,
he did
and
his
press
speech
enter.
last year,
Oh yeah.
that was so nice. Yumna, are you not bored? I hope. Are you getting it? Or any
Yeah, I know, I'm
questions?
just a bit sick.
Oh, are you?
Like sore throat.
Oh, man.
My phone.
Meat broth. Everything meat broth.
Is it that good, mashallah? Because I never thought about it.
Yeah, I know.
Where are we going?
Those are like
So
how
on
our
Google,
ancestors
search
used to cook.
Kahoot.it. Kahoot.it. And then,
Will they be able to? Oh yeah, Ilham joined and Yumna.
so you're gonna see the questions on the board, and then you have to answer them through the device.
Well, how do you see?
When
Obviously.
is it 924-292?
Yes, 924-292.
Do you know how that,
Via, can you
that
help her, please?
abbreviation .it and everything is?
Yeah, I can do it.
No, just tell her she wants to do it herself.
I just add that.
Oh.
I like the people.
I edited it.
I don't know. I was doing the live stream for the first. Oh, we got you, Fatima. You're a cow. Mama cow.
Moo.
Because you're the only one that.
Yeah, Motaz. Do you want to play?
I don't.
Motaz is a
So how do
koala.
how do I use this?
So now on the board, there's going to be questions, and you just have to answer them. That's it. How do I go? Mama, we have to.
Do I
skip
order
we have to skip
answer
three
them on the
questions.
screen?
Yeah,
Or
it
what?
will show here, and then.
How do we do it?
Whatever
Ria?
it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Here. Do you want me to register?
Yeah, please do it.
I was writing things down.
This
Not
is
so I have my notes.
No, I have to
Let's go need you. Let's go do
One
CrossFit.
place. Is that you? Obviously, right? I don't.
Where'd it go?
It's here. Oh,
I was
on the
gonna
other
say
side.
obvious,
So you have to take the mouse there.
but I just put it there.
So I have to turn this.
Oh, I see. You're
There's
doing
a skip button right here. The start button.
He's gonna be.
Yeah,
That's
the
smart.
start. I think
You
need to
never
put it a
know.
little up.
Yeah.
Can I go?
Oh, I did it.
Oh,
Okay.
ready.
Okay, so the questions are shown here. You just have to answer them through your phone.
Okay. Question.
What is the main goal of the gut?
Where's I?
To pump blood,
I can't
to
even
collect
see
the
this.
food. Oh no, ridiculous. Should I connect it to my laptop? Just forget
Yeah, I can
the.
put it on my phone and just put it.
If you could
Just
just
read
read
them out.
If you could read them out.
Wait, I'll bring it.
Okay,
back.
to pump blood, to collect food, and turn it into stool.
To store acids, to collect the food and turn into stool, to pump blood, to digest food and absorb nutrients.
I did the yellow one, so. Yeah,
Is it possible? Yeah, everybody did the
Yeah.
yellow one.
How do you
So that's great.
put this? Yeah.
get closer.
You can't maybe like lift it.
Now, what is the main goal of the gut? Oh,
Mama,
we did
you
go.
Oh, we already answered.
Now go next.
We
have to clean.
Wait a second. My food.
This is what I hate about projectors.
Did you show the score?
I was turning it back on the screen. Just remove the projector. I can show it from here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah?
much better. Much.
You're first. I'll 2 points behind you. Don't worry.
Just put it.
Well, get
Let me show you from this.
Can you transfer me some points?
Okay.
Yeah, can you come here, please?
Yeah, just do it now. So we need
Yeah,
to
I'm at
press
the bottom
next
of the pile
here.
as
I
usual.
actually like this. This is actually good because like how am I supposed to see it? I'm just gonna stand. You said just next.
Just next.
Okay.
Turtles.
Oh, great. My phone just quit on me. No, literally.
If it's
Literally.
healthy,
see it.
I have to reboot now.
I mean, if it's healthy, yeah, it should.
The code. Why do you make it so easy though? Pure genius or guesswork?
True.
It's the thing is,
You have
since
to
one
wait.
person's out, we have to wait. Everybody was done.
No, it'll take several minutes for my phone to reboot.
Oh,
It's
you-
taking it's taking multiple business days to load. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Okay, there. Yeah.
I am still on the top.
Okay, yeah.
Look up.
If you answer faster, then you're in the top. Right?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like
it depends on the time too.
Yeah, it depends
Yeah,
on
obviously.
Hi, oh, is
The
this
intestine.
It's not recording right now.
okay.
The intestine?
It's okay, we don't need the help in making the mucus.
Is it
Why is it
the
on?
intestine?
It's not on. The dash helps in making the
No, this
mucus.
one you have to skip. This one was wrong or something.
It was actually. Which of the following drugs?
I don't know what bleaching is.
Belching.
Belching is like when you keep on,
All of the above.
burping out. Yeah.
I'm the lead. I'm the lead.
You are,
I'm
Mijam.
the lead.
Good
Not that
job.
I'm getting anything on the scoreboard.
What is the
because my
following
phone's, you know.
Which of the following foods?
I don't know. I did.
No, she said this one again. Green.
It's the cream.
Thank you, my beautiful mom.
What is your first mom?
I'm always gonna be first. Wait, what? No, I don't know what this is. I actually don't know what this is. No!
Nothing.
I know.
The like medicine that helps.
It's quercetin.
What is it?
Oh, really? Okay. Cortisone. I just heard it.
I'm still the lead.
Yeah, but I can't
If you want
answer
to
the
put it,
thing. My
I can
phone.
put it on another device.
Am I on the lead? Yes. Yes, no one's gonna be true or false.
Yeah, but it's just gut sprayers. No, false.
Oh, yeah.
I get it first. I'm first.
Me. Oh,
And then you
you're first.
I'm still first. I'm always gonna be first.
Depends if she looks fine.
I don't know what this is.
Dysbiosis is.
This was a guess. This was a guess.
Did you log it?
Imbalance.
Oh, no.
I got too confident.
Yeah.
Am I so?
Because we both get learning healthy hydration. Yes, true. But
Yeah.
no one.
Oh, no, this one's, yeah, I got it.
Whatever. I don't know.
She died before the man inhaled before. No, false.
Yep, 991. 999. I'm still in the lead.
The hardest means as a non-histamine. What is false?
Yeah, false.
I think I spelled histamine wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm winning that. I'm winning.
It could be a sign of. I don't know.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What's wrong? You're good.
I want to see. Once.
When should symbiotics be?
Okay, actually, I don't know.
I think before in December. You're right. I don't know.
After
Yes, I know, yes,
intestinal.
it's after, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
No,
was-
after.
Oh, well, you know how to play? You should play. You're definitely gonna be first place if you play. Why don't you
Yeah.
play?
My phone wasn't working. It stopped. It just rebooted.
Okay, the first thing is the time. I don't know. Also,
Start.
Oh man, you were right. Oh, you might be on the
Let's
lead.
can you do it? Next, can you be
The first step
Just
to
next
healing.
skip, next skip.
Just skip. What do I do? Just next? Okay.
That's it. Next.
Please.
I thought it was the depth side
Oh,
first.
no. I'm never gonna let that happen.
But it was false.
Okay, last one. The support of the right inhaling, what supports it?
No, but it's,
I said,
Marshmallow.
I said it, I said-
Includes
amino acid.
marsh.
No.
Marshmallow.
That's, oh, I'm wrong.
I said it.
Marshmallow, really?
no,
Seriously?
it's the first protocol of
Marshmallow?
the healing is depth
Oh
side.
no.
I said no.
Stop
It's
me.
oh.
Who's it? Oh, yes, that's me. I am first one. No way.
Yeah.
I am.
You beat him.
Oh,